Okay, we're back here. He just U-turned out, and actually, this is the second time I'm recording this. Where first time after it was done, the damn phone like just crapped out on me and then erased the whole second video. So anyway, he sends in Chingling here, or Chimeco. Ching. My brain is fried. It's late at night. Forgive me. So I figured at this point, okay, I can probably just start the setup with Ancient Power, hopefully get some stat boosts, and he has Recover. I still am not sure what all this Chimeco is, packing, and so I'm going to hit with a Flamethrower, hopefully to get some hacks on it with Serene Grace, and I actually get it, which is awesome, so that's going to help me out a whole lot. And now he's going to start calm winding up. So that burn is a big help because, once he starts calm winding up, unless I get some stat boost of my own from Ancient Power, which is, somewhat of a long shot, yeah, I won't be able to do much to this Chimeco. And I know someone else before has made the remark that, like, Flamethrower on a Togekiss is, stupid, but and I don't think so. I mean, I'm going for different here, and also just for the whole Serene Grace thing, like getting a burn on a rock type or even a water type like Gyarados, which I've done before. That's why I have this on Togekiss, is just for that reason, to get the hacks that really hinders those Pokemon. And yeah, sometimes it's not always the key isn't always using a move that's effective as far as typing goes, but something that can help set you up, with another Pokemon or hinder them to the point where they can't set up themselves. And that's strategy. That's what it's all about. So anyway, this is just pretty much a little stall war here between Togekiss and Chimeco, which I think is actually pretty cool considering Chimeco is hardly ever seen, and I am not actually too keen on its stats. I think it has pretty good speed and decent special attack, maybe, but I don't know because I've never trained one before. But yeah, my Togekiss is max special defense wall, and yeah, it's mainly made to like sponge attacks and hopefully hacks some people with Flamethrower and get some boost up with Ancient Power, and yeah, and all that good stuff. I wanted to create a Togekiss that's different than the standard, T-Wave Air Slash one. That's just, to me, in my opinion, so cheap. Yes, it's effective, but it's not the only way to do a Togekiss. There's a few different ways to do most of Pokemon, and I just get tired of seeing the same sets all the time. So I really try to go for originality and see what else works. And you know what? I definitely find some little ways here and there to make some other Pokemon work. And so far, this has actually done pretty good. Some attacks might not actually do but so much damage at first, but the whole hacking process really works well to my advantage. And especially after using Ancient Power and get some stat boost, that is even better. So yeah, same thing is still going on, just a little Star War here. Still trying to get some stat boost from Ancient Power, so I can start to take this thing out with a Flamethrower, and actually get a crit, and then I get another stat boost. So I think that's my second stat boost. I wasn't paying attention earlier. So down goes Chimeco. I'm starting to feel a bit safer now since, Zephyr is back up to almost full HP. I have some stat boosts, and what else has he got here? He has Vaporeon, which shouldn't really be able to do too much to me. It's now badly poisoned. I can hit it with a Grass Knot, which is super effective. And at this point right here, I felt kind of bad, even though he really didn't have a chance of beating me at this point, unless he got a really, well, like a couple crits in a row. He missed with a Toxic, and I know how bad that sucks. So, yeah, I felt a little bad about that one. So, yeah, I'm going to go for another Grass Knot and finish off Vaporeon. and then it's just per ugly. Hmm. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There's two more Pokemon. This thing, which I remember fighting a long, long time ago, and I forgot what his reason was for not evolving it, but he seems to have a thing for not evolving certain Pokemon like this, and it's Choice Specs, I believe. And I actually meant to hit Flamethrower, but I misclicked and hit Ancient Power by accident, so that's why that was used. But, oh well, nonetheless, it really doesn't matter. It's just, unfortunately, making the battle that much longer. And Flamethrower is going to take out Kadabra, and then it's just Per Ugly left. So I'm really glad I decided to save Togekiss here. Um, yeah, because all I had left after this was my Venusaur, and, Kadabra definitely would have taken him out. So, yeah, at this point, it's pretty much a good game. Um, like I said before, I feel kind of bad about bringing all these, major OU Pokemon, but, yeah, like I said, I hadn't battled him for a long time. I thought he would have some, other Pokemon than what he brought here, but he hasn't played for a while, so he hasn't really trained any new ones. I don't think. Some of these might be new, they're just not OU Pokemon. So yeah, I go for the epic finish with Ancient Power for the kill, and that's a good game, Mystery Man. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, a few things I was gonna mention, and Cooper, I'll tell you right now. Since you don't want to hear anything about Pokemon Black and White, you should probably go and I guess click off this video or turn the volume down or something like that, so it doesn't spoil anything for you. Figured I'd give you fair warning. Um, but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things and complaints about Pokemon Black and White. I haven't gotten my game yet in the mail. I don't know why it's taken so long. It's been like 2 weeks or over 2 weeks now, and I still haven't gotten it, and it's freaking ridiculous. But anyway, um, yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about the new Pokemon that they have. That they're, I don't know, they just look weird or they're not good or anything. Um, I don't know. To me, this is my whole thought on it. As the games have gone on and grown and evolved and all over the years, that's kind of what we need to do. Each game, of course, is going to have new aspects, that they're going to put into it, and things we're going to get used to. And of course, at first we're not going to, care for it too much because we're used to, the older versions and basically the norm of what's been around for like 4 or 5 years. I think that's how long it's been out. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to take a little getting used to these things. I'll admit the whole triple battle thing seems like it's a little much, but after watching battle with Fizzy Stardust and Nick, it does seem like it might be a little bit fun. Um, but as far as like some other things go, like I said, we got to grow and evolve with the games ourselves because things are going to change. Pokemon are always going to be kind of wild and out there, especially since the very first ones came out. Everyone can definitely attest to the fact that Pokemon have gotten a little weirder and weirder as the generations have gone on. But oh well, I mean that's the way the game is. I do think there are some Pokemon they could have done without or done better, but yeah, we just gotta mess around with them, see what we like, and figure some things out. I mean, I actually for a long time I never used to like Swampert. I really didn't care for it at all, and once I actually started messing with it and learning more about it, Swampert is one of my favorite Pokemon now. So it's just something you got to give a little time with and get used to. As far as the bad things go about the game, the one main thing I've heard, which I don't like, is when you go on a Wi-Fi battle, it shows your team and the other, your opponent's team, just like in Pokemon Battle Revolution, and that to me really blows. I think that's really stupid. I have no idea why they would put that in there, because it's just going to take away a lot of the strategy of, the fun of the battle and learning what the other person's team is. And if it's put right there in front of you, well then that's like half the fun taken out right there. I really hope there's an option to where you can turn that off, but more likely there's not. And I know there's not, unfortunately, enough good sporting people out there who will turn away, when the battle's loading, so you won't see the other opponent's Pokemon. Um, so yeah, that royally blows, I will say. The other thing that I'm a little disappointed in is the fact that they have no new evolutions for some older Pokemon in the 5th gen, which there are some Pokemon that desperately need it, like, well, hell, even Chimecho or Farfetch'd, Mawile, Delibird. A lot of these Pokemon, they need some changes because you can't really do much of anything with them. So that much I am a little disappointed with. The new legendary trio, the cloud-looking Pokemon, I don't know, they don't even really look like Pokemon to me. They look really weird. I kind of don't care for them, but then again, I haven't really looked into them that much or messed with them, so who knows, my opinion could change. Yeah, as far as anything else goes on it, I think they actually did really well on some of the typing in this game, especially with, like, changing the Rotom forms, with how the typing changes with them. The Ghost Fire Pokemon, that Chandelier one, that is freaking awesome. The dragons, Kibago and its evolutions, that is freaking awesome. That ground steel mole, that thing has been used a lot. I've seen it quite a bit on some Wi-Fi battles. That electric spider, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the best Pokemon, but it's a good Pokemon nonetheless. It's got good moves and good typing, and it's sweet. I think they really did good on the Pokemon in this game. I mean, this game also got one of the highest scores that you can get. And I know a lot of people are disappointed with the starters. I myself am a little bit, though. I really like the grass starter, and the water starter seems pretty good. The fire one, I am actually pretty pissed at because I am sick and tired of firefighting types. For a starter, they really need to start doing something different because that is really getting old. And I really wish they would have given more attack moves to Gerudo, or Hirota, however you pronounce it, which is the grass starter's evolution, because its main focusing attacks are like almost all grass. Except if you're using like, Cut or Rock Smash or Return or something like that, or Dragon Tail. Other than that, I don't think it has too many, attacking moves, which blows. But, yeah, as always, gotta mess with these things, and they'll catch on before long. I know people are kind of stuck on the 4th gen, which is a really great generation of Pokemon, and I hope people don't stop playing that, like the Platinum and Diamond games and all that stuff, because those have been around for a long time. They're still a lot of fun, and I myself will still be doing battles, with those gens, and not just black and white when I get, my Japanese version or my English version next year. So I hope you all don't quit playing that either, and you keep that game going as well, and just be open-minded to the new game. There's definitely going to be some disappointments, but I really think if you look a little more closely at some things, you're really going to be intrigued and be a lot more excited than you thought you were going to be once you actually get your hands on it, which is seemed to be the case for a lot of people. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting something, so I'll try and cover that in the next video. And hopefully, my next video I can actually put a little bit of my black and white game in there, if I actually get it in the freaking mail. So, anyway, yeah, comment, rate, sub, and I'll see you guys later.